The exceptional album consists of sing-along tunes, dance hits, and of course romantic ballads. She's managed to create a fresh and international sound on her new and latest offering. She shares more on this album. Charlize, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so let's talk about the evolution of sound. This is your third kind of album. It's really the second release. The other one was a deluxe. But how has your sound evolved?
Well, over the course of these last few years, I think I've grown a lot as not only a person but as an artist, and I like to experiment with loads of different sounds. So I would call this album a little bit more daring than my previous album. And also I got to be part of the writing process, which makes it a lot more personal. Yes, and I got to work with amazing producers. So it's really, we're pushing a lot of boundaries, introducing a new, more international sound to the Afrikaans industry. And I'm very proud of this album.
When you talk about more of an international sound to an Afrikaans, just compare for me quickly. What was the first album like in comparison to the new one?
Well, the first album, I was 17 at the time, so back then, the music company, they sourced loads of different songs for me. Beautiful songs. I'm as proud of that first album as the second one. But sound-wise, I'd say we pushed for loads of different sounds and influences from the international industry, than opposed to the typical Afrikaans sounding album, which was the first sound, which was more Afrikaans, you know what I mean? But this pop album is definitely a little bit more international, like Taylor Swift sounds and Demi Lovato, inspiration from international artists.
Cool. So you've worked with people like Johan C. Venter, Joe Foster, Rukluter. Talk to me about the writing process. When you're working with a team of experienced writers and producers, you have to bring your A game.
Absolutely. I would say that firstly, it's a lot of fun to get to work with such incredible artists. We can all relate in a sense. So it's a different atmosphere each and every time, and I got to learn a lot from the people that I wrote with. But we just come together, sit around a piano, let the creative juices start to flow. It's all about being comfortable, because you're quite vulnerable, you're opening up, and then magic happens.
As weet, liefde, that's the new album, but what are you writing about? Are you writing only about love? Are you writing about being carefree? What are you writing about?
Well, I would say that love is the universal language that we all can relate to. And this album was definitely inspired by love.
Okay.
And it's about the good times and the hard times. So yeah, love is the initial theme of this album, but it has a fun side to it as well.
Okay, so the fans are obviously, they've been waiting for a while for this, because you've written this album over a year.
Yeah, it's taken some time, and I also took a few years to really just, grow as a person and find myself musically again, because as an artist, we're quite emotional and you go through different phases in life. So I think the timing was perfect now. It was worth the wait.
Okay, she's our music guest in studio. She's a SABC nominee. It's Charlize Berg, talking to us about her brand new album, weet, liefde. She's still performing in studio for us. We take an ad break. Get yourself a copy of the new album. It is out. We take an ad break.